What's going on, Huskies? It's that time of week again. I'm David Sivia, and welcome to This Week in Top Shelf Sports. I'll be running through what's been happening and what will happen up and through Friday in the world of NIU athletics. The Huskies had a very eventful weekend as the teams are beginning stages of postseason play, so let's get right into the action. We'll start on the hardwood, where the women's basketball team, as their season ended in a heartbreak with a loss to Eastern Michigan in round one of the MAC tournament on Monday. The game was pretty even throughout as NIU held a 40-37 lead after one half of play. The Huskies held 1 point lead heading into the fourth quarter, but the Eagles pulled away with an 84-77 victory after a late run. Senior forward Kelly Smith concluded her NIU tenure with a 20-point outing. Junior guard Courtney Wood led the way for the Huskies with another double-double, 24 points and 11 boards. Speaking of Courtney Woods, she is among the list of 5 players in contention for the Mid-Major Conference Player of the Year award. Woods has had a dominant season for the Huskies, averaging nearly 21 points per game, which also ranks 11th in the nation. Woods earned all MAC first-team honors for her incredible performance on the hardwood. She finished the season with 664 points, the most scored by a junior at NIU. Other nominees include Tasha Brown of Western Kentucky University, Natalie Butler of George Mason University, Carmen Grande of Ball State, and Macy Williams of IUPUI. We'll shift over to the men's side of the court, where the Huskies were on the road for their first round matchup against Kent State, and that also ended in a heartbreak. Picking things up in the final 7 seconds of the game, the Golden Flashes grabbed the rebound off a missed free throw by sophomore guard Eugene German and drove through the lane for a buzzer-beating layup. The game was pretty even throughout, as the Huskies only trailed by 6 at halftime, despite shooting about 35% from the field. Junior forward Levi Bradley led the Huskies with 18 points and 6 rebounds, but it was not enough to pull off the 12-5 seed upset. German, the MAC's leading scorer, was given all MAC second-team honors after elevating his game this season. German scored in double figures in all 31 games played this season. He scored 647 points, third most in a single campaign in NIU program history. German is the first Husky to be named to the MAC's top 2 all-league teams since Xavier Silas earned top team honors in 2011. We'll go to the mat, where it was a record-setting afternoon as the gymnastics team put up a score of 195.725 in a big win against Western Michigan, the second highest in program history. Junior Anna Martici scored a 9.975 on the floor routine, nearly perfect, the highest score by a Huskies gymnast since 1995, over 20 years. With the help of Martucci, the Huskies put up the second highest floor score in school history with a 49.3 total team score. Senior Ashley Potts continued her dominance with a career-high 9.9 on the floor. NIU is back in action this Saturday at the state championship meet against the University of Illinois Champaign-Urbana and Illinois State University and the University of Illinois Chicago. The event begins at 2 p.m. in Chicago. We'll stay on the mat, where the wrestling squad also began their postseason action at the MAC tournament over the weekend. The Huskies were in 4th place after day 1, but finished 8th place overall for the second event. Sophomore Brock Hudgkins and redshirt junior Bryce Gorman advanced to their first NCAA championships. The 2 Husky grapplers will head to Cleveland for the NCAA championships at the Quicken Loans Arena. The event will run from March 15th to the 17th at the Q. We'll head over to the Diamond, where the softball team was downstate this weekend and took home 2 wins in their series. Both wins came against Murray State, as the Huskies won Friday 3-0 and 7-3 on Saturday. Senior ace Tara Thacker went the distance in Friday's outing, pitching a 4-hit shutout. That way to go, Tara. The bats were lively, with 5 Huskies recording at least 2 hits in the game, with only 1 NIU batter being left out of the hit column. The 3-10 Huskies are back on the road this weekend at Eastern Kentucky tournament. First pitch of Game 1 is at 9 a.m. on Friday. We'll stay on the Diamond, where the baseball team struggled in the Lone Star State over the weekend as they went 1-3 against the University of the Incarnate Word. The Huskies' lone win came with a ton of runs as the Huskies scorched the Cardinals in a 15-1 victory on Saturday. The Huskies had 14 hits on the afternoon. The blowout win came after NIU got blown out themselves the day before with a 17-0 loss, where the Huskies had 1 hit in the contest. Yikes. Freshman starting pitcher Michael Lazowitz suffered his first loss of the season in Sunday's finale, moving his record to 2-1. NIU is back in action with a 3-game series against SIU on Friday. First pitch is set for 3 p.m. Finally, the men's tennis team split the pair of matches this weekend in Nebraska against Creighton and the University of Nebraska. The Huskies opened up the weekend with a 6-1 win over the Creighton Blue Jays. 4 Huskies were undefeated in their respective singles and doubles matches, so altogether they ended up with a 6-1 victory. They struggled the next day against the Cornhuskers and came up with only 1 win. NIU returns to the court this weekend as they host Binghamton University in their MAC opener. Remember, March Madness is right around the corner. In collaboration with the Northern Star, Top Shelf Sports is promoting a mini bracket challenge for the first time ever. Submit your Final Four teams and score of the final game to the Northern Star's website beginning March 18th for your chance to win. That'll do it for this, your weekly update on what's happening in the world of NIU athletics. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at @TopShelf_NIU for all your up-to-the-minute news on everything Husky related. And check out our various podcasts on SoundCloud. Thanks for tuning in this week. I'm David Sivia, and as always, go Huskies.